10 shocking facts about Russia that will leave you speechless. Welcome to our video, where we will talk about 10 mind-boggling and surprising facts about Russia that will leave you speechless. This video will prove that Russia is more than just vodka and Putin. Located across the vast expanses of Europe and Asia, Russia is a captivating land. From its intriguing politics to its rich culture and literature, there's something for everyone in this country. Being the largest country on the planet, Russia holds an incredible number of surprising facts. Its wildlife is diverse and expansive, and its history is just as vast, filled with ancient invasions, the grip of the Soviet era, and countless untold stories waiting to be discovered. But that's not all. Russia's economy ranks among the top 10 economies in the world every year. As one of the world's largest economies, it is driven by abundant natural resources including oil, natural gas, minerals and timber. The country's energy sector plays a pivotal role, with Russia being one of the leading producers and exporters of oil and natural gas. In recent years, the government has diversified the economy, promoting innovation and entrepreneurship in sectors such as technology, manufacturing and agriculture. Additionally, Russia is a member of BRICS, an influential group of emerging economies alongside Brazil, India, China and South Africa. This reflects its growing influence on the global stage. Despite facing challenges such as economic sanctions and geopolitical tensions, Russia continues to work towards sustainable growth and development, harnessing its vast resources and human capital to shape its future prosperity. Lake Baikal is located in the southern part of eastern Siberia within the Republic of Buryatia and Irkutsk Oblast. This lake is a natural wonder of unparalleled grandeur, known not just for its depth but also for its historical and ecological significance. It is the oldest existing freshwater lake in the world, estimated to be between 20 to 25 million years old. With a maximum depth of 5,315 feet, it holds the title of the deepest continental body of water on Earth. But Lake Baikal isn't just deep, it's vast. It contains approximately 1/5 of the world's fresh water, equivalent to about 5,500 cubic miles. The biodiversity in Lake Baikal is equally fascinating. It is home to 1,500 to 1,800 animal species, with hundreds of plant species flourishing around it. Remarkably, the majority of these species are endemic to the lake, making it a biodiversity hotspot. Among its 50 species of fish, notable ones include the Amur salmon and the Golomianka, a unique fish that gives birth to live young. Lake Baikal is also the exclusive habitat of the Baikal seal, the only true freshwater seal in the world. Russia is a vast country with countless tourist attractions, many of which are overlooked on the global stage. However, those who venture into this massive nation are rewarded with a treasure trove of unforgettable experiences. At the heart of Russia's glamour are its iconic landmarks and cultural gems, drawing travelers from around the world. In Moscow, the first stop for most tourists is Red Square, which serves as the epicenter of Russian history and culture. The iconic St. Basil's Cathedral, with its vibrant onion domes and intricate architecture, stands as a symbol of Russia's rich heritage. A short journey away lies St. Petersburg, often referred to as Russia's cultural capital. This city is renowned for its elegant palaces, grand avenues, and picturesque canals. One of its greatest attractions is the Hermitage Museum, housed within the opulent Winter Palace, which boasts one of the world's largest art collections, showcasing centuries of artistic masterpieces. Beyond the urban centers, Russia's natural beauty offers its own wonders. The northern areas of the country are particularly fascinating for tourists, with breathtaking landscapes and unique wildlife. However, the country's greatest beauty is not just in its scenery, but in its people. Both in the cities and the remote wilderness, tourists are welcomed warmly by the locals, adding a human touch to Russia's magnificent charm. Russia is gigantic and cold, but don't think of just normal cold. This country experiences some of the harshest winters on the planet. In fact, only 35% of Russia's land area is habitable due to its extreme climate. One of its most astonishing places is Oymyakon, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Located in the remote Sakha Republic of Russia, this small settlement experiences temperatures that defy imagination. Oymyakon holds the record for the coldest temperature ever recorded in a permanently inhabited area, a mind-numbing -67.7 degrees Celsius, -89.9 degrees Fahrenheit, in 1933. Can you imagine living in such extreme cold? In this unforgiving environment, even the air itself freezes, coating everything in a frosty sheen and causing even the bravest souls to shiver. Despite these conditions, approximately 500 resilient individuals call Oymyakon home. Life here is a true test of human perseverance and adaptability. Survival depends on resourcefulness and resilience, as well as strong community bonds. In such extreme cold, helping one another is crucial. Locals offer shelter and food to those in need, proving that human kindness and cooperation thrive even in the harshest climates. Russia is not just about natural beauty, it is also home to remarkable engineering marvels. One of its greatest achievements is the Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway line in the world. This legendary railway spans an astonishing 5,772 miles, stretching from Moscow in the west to Vladivostok in the east. The journey crosses an incredible 8 time zones, offering travelers a chance to witness the diverse landscapes of Russia like no other route. Construction of the Trans-Siberian Railway began in the late 19th century and took nearly 25 years to complete. It was a monumental task, requiring the labor of thousands of workers and the ingenuity of engineers to overcome the vast terrain and harsh climate. Taking a ride on this railway is an unforgettable experience. Along the way, the train cuts through breathtaking natural beauty, passes through picturesque villages, bustling cities, and remote outposts, and offers a glimpse into the rich culture of Russian life. But the Trans-Siberian Railway is not just about transportation. It is a journey through Russia's heart and soul. Imagine sitting in a cozy train cabin, sipping hot tea, enjoying delicious snacks with your family, and gazing at Russia's breathtaking scenery. Wouldn't that be an amazing experience? In Moscow, even stray dogs have figured out a smart way to get around. They use the subway. Yes, you might spot these clever pups hopping on and off trains, just like regular commuters. Some have even befriended subway staff and know their way around the city's complex metro system. These dogs are incredibly smart. They recognize subway stops by listening to the announcements and memorizing station landmarks. But they're not just riding the trains for fun. They actually play a role in the city by helping keep the rat population in check. What's even more fascinating is that Muscovites have fully adapted to these furry commuters. No one is bothered or surprised to see dogs traveling on the subway as part of their daily routine. These street-smart canines have truly embraced city life, making them one of the most unique features of Moscow's public transport system. If anyone watching this video lives in Alaska, they might already know about this surprising fact. Yes, Russia once owned Alaska. Back in 1725, Russia began sending settlers to Alaska, hoping it could be a profitable land for business and expansion. However, by the 1800s, Russia faced financial troubles and decided to sell its North American territory to the United States to manage its resources more effectively. In 1859, Russia offered to sell Alaska to the US, partly because they wanted to strengthen American influence and reduce British power in the Pacific region. The sale had both financial and geopolitical benefits for Russia. However, there was a problem. The United States was in the middle of the Civil War, so they couldn't make the deal immediately. Finally, on March 30th, 1867, representatives from both countries signed the agreement, and on October 18th of the same year, Russia officially handed over Alaska to the US. The price? Just $7.2 million, which would be around $125 million today. At the time, many Americans mocked the purchase, calling it Seward's Folly, named after Secretary of State William H. Seward, who negotiated the deal. However, history would prove them wrong. Alaska turned out to be rich in natural resources, including gold, oil, and gas, making it one of the best land deals in US history. When people think of Russia, they often picture snow-covered landscapes, grand cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg, and diverse wildlife. However, one surprising fact is that Russia is not just about icy winters. It is also home to many volcanoes. In fact, Russia has 77 volcanoes, making it one of the most volcanically active countries in the world. Of these, an impressive 61 are considered active, meaning they have erupted at least once in the past few thousand years. One of Russia's most notorious eruptions occurred on January 1st, 1872, when the Sinarka volcano erupted with massive force, devastating the surrounding landscape. This eruption led to significant loss of life, destruction of homes and infrastructure, and widespread economic disruption. While most of Russia's volcanoes remain dormant for long periods, they serve as a reminder of the Earth's dynamic and ever-changing geology. The Kamchatka Peninsula, in particular, is a hotspot for volcanic activity, home to some of the most stunning and dangerous volcanoes in the world, including Klyuchevskaya Sopka, Russia's highest and most active volcano. After World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a fierce competition known as the space race, the ultimate goal, to be the first country to send a human into outer space, and Russia won. On April 12, 1961, Yuri Gagarin made history as the first person to journey into space aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft. His famous words, "Poyakali," which means "let's go" in Russian, marked the beginning of a new era in space exploration. Now, if you've ever wondered about the difference between a cosmonaut and an astronaut, here's the answer. Cosmonauts are trained by the Russian space agency, Roscosmos. Astronauts are trained by agencies like NASA, United States, ESA, Europe, CSA, Canada, and JAXA, Japan. Gagarin's mission was a huge milestone in human history and put immense pressure on the United States, leading to the famous Sputnik crisis. The US later responded by landing the first humans on the moon in 1969. However, Russia remains a pioneer in space exploration, having launched the first satellite, Sputnik, the first space station, Mir, and the first woman in space, Valentina Tereshkova. This is probably one of the most surprising and adorable facts about Russia. Cats have jobs. At the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, cats are officially employed to protect valuable artworks from rodents. These furry employees roam the museum's basement, ensuring that mice and rats don't damage the priceless artifacts stored within. But that's not all. These museum cats are treated like VIPs. They have their own designated caretakers, veterinary services, and even official ID cards with their photos. In a way, they're considered part of the museum staff. So if you ever visit the Hermitage Museum, resist the urge to pet the cats. They're busy working officers on duty. That wraps up our 10 mind-blowing facts about Russia. We hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new and fascinating about this incredible country. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Tell us in the comments if you've ever visited Russia. We'd love to hear about your experiences. Stay tuned for our next video, and we'll see you soon.